Morning. Oh, what a beautiful morning. So, another day shift. Woo. 25 degrees outside, which might not be cold where you're from, but in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, that's pretty darn chilly. So, today, since I'm going to be out in the cold working, let's start off with something a little warm. This is I think I've shown this before, but anyway, Dirty Bird Scuttle. It's got water in it, so I don't want to tip it too far. Dirty Bird Scuttle. I like Dirty Bird pottery. This was given to me as a gift. I've had it for, I don't know, 6-7 years now maybe. And it's solid. It's got a nice bowl. And what I do is I preheat it. I use hot tap water. I don't do water on the stove. I don't use an electric kettle. Hot tap water is plenty good for me. And I preheat it to start getting some heat, and then we'll pour that water out. And we'll be sure we got the hottest of our tap water going, and we'll pour some more in. Now what Scuttle does, this Scuttle, unlike the Victorian Scuttle, this Scuttle actually heats. You got a bowl inside a bigger bowl here, and we're going to put our cream in the top here, and it's going to keep our lather warm for the shave, which is very, very nice most days. You know, there's a lot of cold water shavers out there, and a lot of people do that, and a lot of people do a lot of things. There's more power to you, but you know, the only thing wrong with cold water shaving is there's not any hot water involved. But I'm bummed. Okay, synthetic maggots brush on a Garner PW handle here. They call this brush number 3. It's a restore he did, one of my favorites. Outstanding. We're going to use Musgo Real. I've got a buddy in Portugal, shave buddy, Corto, and he sent me some cream. As a matter of fact, he's sending me some Musgo Real oak moss. Haha, wait till that gets here. And we're going to actually use Musgo Real shaving cream to shave it after shave, because I got just a little bit left, enough for a couple of shaves, I think. And the star of today's show is this little beauty. 1912 gem. This is one of the later models. It's pretty much the same head as my favorite one that came out of the military set. The writing on the back, I don't know if we can see this or not, but where it says Jim Jr. on the back, the Junior is actually a little bit bigger on this one than it is on this one. Another neat thing about this little baton handle, I bought it and it was in its little red and black box that they came in. I don't think this razor's ever been used before. It's got a hollow handle to it. And if you remember, we did a treat here a while back. It's got a solid handle, and my treat doesn't look near about as good as this one. This one, I could probably get some metal polish and shine it all up, but it's been sitting in the box. But anyway, if you use toothpaste, which is what I did, I used some soap to clean it. I used toothpaste to give it a little polish. I didn't see any green stuff on this one, but if it does end up with some green stuff, toothpaste will clean that off. And then alcohol swish on that. We're going to use about I don't know, I think it's a 2-day-old treat. I think I got one shave on this one in one of my lather catchers. And as you'll see, the top is still just as tight as it ever was. The way they made these things is just amazing. Why can't we do that these days? I don't know. I don't have a clue. All right, so here we go. It is early in the morning, folks. These day shifts, I'm telling you. The only thing wrong with daytime is the day part. Big orange thingy in the sky and everything. Ugh. But they pay me overtime, so I deal with it. It's amazing what you'll do for overtime, huh? Even work day shifts with a smile on my face. All right. Get a little wipe down there for the prep. And with the Musgo Real. Now, it doesn't take a whole lot of cream, believe it or not, to do this. I'm going to use about that much. What do you think? And I really don't think I'm going to have to add any more to it. If we do, no big deal. The shave police are not going to show up and have anything to say about it. I have read discussions where some soaps, if you use really hot water, they don't work good. I don't have a problem with that. I don't use really hot water. I use tap water. And but the first thing you notice about the Musgo Real when you start doing that is the scent. This stuff smells awesome. It is an outstanding cream. I highly recommend it. It's one of the only, you know, I mostly buy cheaper stuff. I'm a Williams guy. I like my Colgate soaps, and I've got some old Colgate creams that I use, and I love them. And the Derby creams, they're like, what, $5 a tube, and they got lemon and lavender and menthol, so I like Derby. So any of usually the stuff that would be considered a little more fancy stuff is generally something somebody's given me or I've traded for, and that's what this is. This was given to me, traded actually, and it's really good stuff. We're gonna give us a little something going here. And it's way too dry to start with, so we'll get just a little water, just dip early, especially with synthetic brushes. You don't really want to dip the whole brush, my opinion. Again, the disclaimer, everything here is just my opinion on what I think. But what you want to do is just dip the tips of the brushes, add a little water at a time. I've seen where some people recommend that you have a little dribble of water running out of your sink, and then you just dribble a little water in at a time. I don't keep water running in my sink when I shave. I shave from the bowl, the sink bowl, before everybody gets into something on that, because I know y'all will. I've seen you do it. All right, well, there we go. It's a nice warm lather this morning. Feels great, smells, you can't describe the smell. Excuse me just a minute while I readjust a little bit of my studio here, also known as my bathroom. Alrighty. The Baton handles are great. They give you a little extra weight if you like the little extra weight. They don't hurt anything if you don't like the little extra weight. It's not like they're weight, you know, they're not lead centered. You can hold on to them. They've got nice ribs on them there that you can hold on to. And pretty much they shave like any other 1912, which is a good thing, because 1912s are just day shift. That's pretty good coffee. That's my normal community coffee with chicory. We're not, you know, very far from New Orleans here. Not the world's biggest fan of New Orleans, but I do like the dark roast community coffee with chicory. If you ever get a chance, give it a whirl. And another good one, if you get a chance to try it, is French Market, also with chicory. Give it a whirl sometime. All right, well, this thing runs good. It's just a shave, actually. I don't know, it's after a while it's just shaving, but that's okay. That's what we're looking for. And it's got a good, nice feel to it. I can make a monkey face and stretch there to get my chin under here. We'll clean it right under there. Look at there. First pass already over with, even with me yakking so much. So we're gonna, now, do you need to clean the lather off between shaves? No, you don't. Matter of fact, I think sometimes I just go right back with the second lather pass. But, you know, that water's nice and warm, and we're doing a warm water shave with the scuttle and everything. And even this second pass of lather is still got some nice warmth to it. All right. And if you're in the middle of a shave and going to your second pass like this, and you decide you want a thicker, you can always add more cream if you need to. I don't think we need to. I think that's a really nice lather right there. Do a little paintbrush with the synthetics. These synthetic brushes, I say it over and over and over again, love for you to paint with them. I don't know why, but they certainly do. Alright, we're going to go back across the grain as usual here. I don't do against the grain. Don't see the point in it. I don't chase the baby. Not hunting up the dolphin, you know, dolphin spoon. Some of that shows up, that's great. Because I don't care how close I get my shave, and trust me, it's close. Within 2 hours, 3 at the most, I can already feel that sandpaper coming back, which is okay with me. I like it. I have no problem with the sandpaper feel. But I don't see the point in messing with it and risking getting irritation. And even as much as I like to shave, I don't do it. I'll clean up with some little buffing strokes, and under here, there's not much to clean up today. These 1912s are just awesome. Of course, all the gym razors just about are. They're not as maybe classy is the word as the old lather catchers, but that's okay. I'm not either. Alrighty. Now I could leave that just like it is. You can go to work and be just fine today, but I have a routine. 2 ladder passes and a witch hazel, and I finally remembered, I think the last 3 shades or 4 shades, I don't know. I forgot I haven't been thinking about stopping by and picking up witch hazel. I remembered it today, or yesterday, after I got off work. So we'll be able to do our witch hazel this morning. Alright, so we always dry off. And that is a, oh, yeah buddy. That is a nice shave. Excuse me. I don't cut and splice videos, so you just have to put up with that. So we're after witch hazel now. Just generic. Now what this is, I just use this bottle and then reuse this bottle. The actual witch hazel here is, I don't know, Top Care, whatever the generic drugstore, well in this case a grocery store was, that I pick up. And someone was asking the other day if it's got, you know, if it's the pure witch hazel or if it's got the alcohol. Everything I use has the alcohol. It's 14% alcohol. That's the normal, my understanding is that's the normal composition of witch hazel. And then Thayer's, maybe Dickerson, but I know Thayer's has the pure, and then they have it scented, and it's really nice stuff. I really like the rose. I'm a when it comes to shaving stuff, I don't know what I'm going over this for. There's really nothing there to go there. I just had a little bit right there, but I think it's, if I stretched a little bit better, I wouldn't even have that to clean up anytime. But anyway, but with shaving stuff, I'm a real big fan of rose scented shaving stuff. So Thayer's does has a rose scented witch hazel that I believe is pure witch hazel. I don't think it has the alcohol in it. If you want to pay the extra for it, knock it out. I don't. I've always used just the regular stuff. Of course, it's always fun to remember that just because you've always done it doesn't always make it right. But it's what I've always done, and I enjoy it. And I'm fixing to go back with an alcohol splash anyway, so why should I worry about there being alcohol in the witch hazel? So we got a really nice $1 shave there out of the Baton handle gem, which surprises you know, nobody. And we're going to go back with a look. This Musgo Real has got some nice moisturizing properties to it if you like that. Personally, I don't care. But what I care about is that it's got an incredible scent to it. If you like to spend a little money on shaving gear, or if you don't mind spending a little money and you want something a little special, Musgo Real may be what you're looking for. And I'm assuming this is an older bottle. I'm assuming they still make the classic scent. This is a fairly new cream, and so I know they make it in the cream. I'm assuming they still make it there. It's good stuff. So behind Baton handle gem with a 2DO treat. that would be a 2-day-old street blade. It's great. It's too early anymore. It's not even 4 o'clock yet here. AM. I know, horrible. And that's what we're going to do today. So, y'all have a good day. If it's cold where you are, and it probably is, stay warm. Happy shakes.